Thank you everybody for joining us tonight. We'll kind of let everybody come on in. Welcome, welcome.
Welcome, welcome.
Oh my goodness. Say hi if you're joining us.
Can we see them? We can see them, right?
Nope, we won't be able to see them, so they're going to have to chat with us. Have to chat with us. So I'm just going to give it one more minute to let everybody.
Hello, Annette said hi. I hope you guys have a coffee or tea.
Yes, that sounds perfect. Actually, I should have grabbed some. That sounds really good.
We should have a glass of wine.
Right? Yeah, it was kind of, one of those weekends for sure.
Okay. I got my water.
All right, I just want to check everything there. So I just want to welcome everybody and thank you all for joining the Motives Roundtable. This is actually one of my favorite sessions that we have. You can actually join us every month as we kind of break down boundaries in the beauty industry. So each month we gather and we have a lively discussion with some incredible professionals that are really making moves in the industry and setting a new pace for others to learn and follow. So tonight I have the privilege of chatting with Alexandra Cummings. So welcome.
Welcome, welcome. Hi, everyone. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for the nice introduction.
Yes, and I'm really super excited to chat with you tonight because I know that you have just been growing like crazy and just really successful in your own way. And I know that we can all learn a little something from you. But I'm just a little bit curious on, how were you introduced to Motives Cosmetics? Tell us the story.
Oh my gosh, I can tell you guys, I can tell you something. If you have a glass of wine, please prepare because you're gonna laugh. So that was 10 years ago. And I know she asked me, what did you do, Alex, before? Honestly, I think I did everything. Honestly, I think everything in my life. I came 16 years ago and my first profession, my first background was hotel management. So this is how I end up in Massachusetts, okay? And I met my husband, and I can tell you something, crazy story. You know, when you like something, like you stick with something?
Yeah.
I met my husband, and this is what I didn't tell you. I met my husband, and after 3 months, know each other, we got married.
Wow, you knew.
You know, when you knew, you're like, you knew. This May, it's going to be 15 years right now. So
congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. So you see, I decided, I'm like, you know what, hotel business, I used to work late hours. So I knew that we're not going to be able to see each other. So this is what I don't believe, the relationship like in distance.
Yeah.
I said, all right, what to do? I decided to go to the beauty school.
Okay.
Because I always like my nails, nail art. So I said, why don't I start with this? I went to the beauty school. And of course, I opened my salon. I decided why not to try. This was always me. I remember when I was even afraid. And I said to my husband, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? If I fail, you're going to go back to work. You're going to work for someone else. So guess what? I opened my salon. And then one day, one beautiful lady showed up. And she gave me, her name was Bonnie Philo. So Bonnie, if you're watching us.
She is. Hey, Bonnie.
Hey, Bon. So she came in and she was talking about some business opportunity. So honestly, I didn't understand, you know what I mean? I wasn't even long enough in this beauty industry. I wasn't even enough in US, didn't know a lot of people. So she told me about some business opportunity. And I said to Bonnie, right? No, I knew that Bonnie, she's a speaker. I was thinking about my husband as well. I did some network. And I said, Bonnie, you know what? This is because he's an accountant, he's a tax guy. Here you are, this is his business card. And why don't you send him some information? So, because, I'm like, he's going to understand better. He's an American. And guess what? I didn't expect that Bonnie, she's going to send so fast this information. I'm not kidding. I came home and my husband said, oh, by the way, I got an email from Bonnie. I'm like, wow, really? And I said, what did you send her? You know what? My wife is not interested.
Yeah.
So, you know what's happening? Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna lose my client. Oh my God, what did you
Yeah,
do?
you were worried about your client. Like, wait a minute, you told her no, she was my client.
Exactly. And you know what? You don't want to lose clients. Plus, why he did it without my permission? He didn't even ask me, you know. So let me tell you, here at discussion, an hour later, he came to me. He said, by the way, Tuesday, 7 o'clock works for you. And I was like, for what? He's like, I invited Bonnie. She's gonna show us the business plan. I'm like, oh, fine.
Yeah.
So Bonnie came at 7 o'clock. She showed us what she have. I still didn't get it. You know what I mean? Like I knew I had to move some products, but nothing with the business concept. My husband got
Right.
it. You know what I mean? He got it because he's a finance, tax, and numbers. And he's like, he looked at me, he said, what do you want to try? And I said, yeah, let's, what do you think? You know, so let's do it for 1 year.
Okay.
Then here you are 10 years later.
Here you are.
So you know what I mean? It's 10 years, guys, and I can tell time fly. Um,
Yeah.
and I
And
love
you were a nail technician and you had your own space or your own salon at
Yes,
the time.
I did it. Honestly, the first couple months, you know, I was working for someone because in New Hampshire, you have to build your, you know, portfolio, you know,
Right.
license things. And then I opened my salon. Yeah. So it was a lot of on my plate, you know what I mean? So because
Yeah.
my salon was my baby, but
Mhm.
how I'm gonna do it? Look, I always sell. Jesus, I think I was start selling stuff when I was 6 years old. From cucumbers, radish, you know, little garden.
You're
Even
entrepreneurial.
I was honestly, I was picking strawberry and mushrooms. Oh my gosh! And honestly, guys, I hope you're not gonna hate me for this. What I'm gonna say. When I was like 6, 7 years old, even I had my business. I was like, how to make money? You know what I mean? Have your own
Yes.
money. I even have a hamsters. Like they were having a babies, you know, they were
Yeah.
selling hamsters. But one point business end up kind of because you know when you go for like biking and it's a summertime and
Yeah.
you put it aquarium outside and the sun suddenly kind of so my business finished, you know what I mean?
Yeah. It had its time.
So I used to sell everything, honestly. And then even when I was in US, how to go to TJ Maxx and Marshall, move some stuff, you know, selling stuff. And that's why I said, why not? You know, if we have so many products, why not to like, you know what I mean? Why not?
Right. And
Why?
especially because you already had your clients coming into you for nails and me being as a hairstylist and also being from the industry, I know that a lot of our clients would always say like, oh, this hurts or that hurts, or do you have it, anything for this, or can you recommend makeup, or can you recommend this, or can you recommend that? I mean, they're coming to us and talking to us for however long their service is, and they value our opinion. So it only makes sense to have some kind of a product to offer them, right? So,
It was.
was that kind of what you saw at our like the product brokerage concept that our company has? Did you try products first, or were you like, hey, what do we have to lose? Like, let's just go for it.
Honestly, even I used to have issue with my back, you know what I mean? So I was looking for a product that can help me and
Mm-hmm.
be OPC free. This is where we started, OPC and beauty blend. This is how I started. And when
Okay.
the product started helping me, I was sharing my, like I share my knowledge with my clients.
Sure.
So you know what? This was me always. I love the products. Motives was introduced to me later. Okay, but I was kind of trying, like me, like what I have, instead of going to the store, I was buying even cheaper,
Right.
right? Like the distributor cost, I was buying product cheaper. And plus I have my website, I could sell some products, why not, right? So you see, I used to pay, and this is my thing, I used to pay $1,600 just for the rent.
Wow.
I'm
A
not
month.
like a month being in New Hampshire, okay? That when you have a snow, when you have an ice storm,
Mm-hmm.
guess what has to be done? You go home. When something happened to your hand, guess what? Oh well.
Yes.
So plus the other bill. So this is what I was thinking. Even I was talking to my husband. I'm like, you know what? I need to move some products as well. Something that it might help my clients, especially look. Even I
Yeah.
did
And
nails.
like supplement, and bring more income in, because like you said, when you stop doing services for whatever reason, whether it's weather, whether it's vacation, whether you're sick, or, you know, if you can't go into the salon and service your clients, your income stops traditionally.
It
But
is.
you still have all of your bills, you still have the overhead. So you were like looking at it where, okay, well, this could supplement, you know, and bring in some additional revenue to my business, which is really smart. That's very
This
smart of
was
you to.
honestly, this is how I did it. You know what I mean? Look, if
Yeah,
my client cancel, and think about it, even if you're one service, okay, even for those who's listening us, you know, think about how many, what's the average of your services? If
exactly.
you're, even if you, let's say, have a $50, $100, and I'm sure you're gonna get cancellation like I got it,
Right.
okay, and you have a 52 weeks per year, think how much income you're losing. How many times clients didn't show up? So instead of sitting and doing this or cleaning, guess what I was doing? I was learning about new products. And honestly, I guys have a lot of difficulties because of the language barrier. It wasn't just, okay, here you are. Plus, I had to build my portfolio for my salons. I didn't know a lot of people. So you have to go and find those clients. Okay. So learn about new products. I was matching products to people. Honestly, look, my clients, when I did my clients' nails, I knew at the time, like I have another 2, 3 more minutes. What can I do? I'm
Yes,
like, hey, listen, can I show you something? And I did my brow kit, and I did have one brow, and I'm like, why don't you do your other one? Oh, I
I
can't.
love that.
You can. So instead of just, you know, my clients didn't pay me just for services, but they were living with product. Instead of
Exactly.
talking about arte, I was talking about how they can help. How can I help them? Think about it: broken nails, weak nails.
Yes.
Who wants to age, right?
Dry hands.
The best product, the Clear Shield. You know what I mean? We had the best product ever. Like I was selling so many to this day. You know, the Clear.
We've become like these solutionists for, you know, our clients, because we do. And I think like most of the professionals that I've come across and met through my career, like we're so caring and we just want to like help everybody and we just want to provide them with things that will help with whatever they're complaining about. And it's so true. You're like leveraging your time because you're sitting with them anyway. And it's like, hey, I have something that might help that. Here, try it. Here, let me show you how to do your brows. Here, have you tried this mascara? Or oh my gosh, I have some amazing skincare, because I know that you have been kind of featuring your clients like before and after pictures for skincare as well, kind of building, you know, your client base through that as well. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. I do, because you know what? First of all, I always say to people, try on your own. Go for the training. Look, I'm not a makeup artist, but I sell a lot of makeup and skincare.
Mm-hmm.
But where did I learn everything? Here in this company? By the way, this is evenly how I even learn how to run my salon, because of this trainings here in our company, like branding yourself, you know, the social media, and how to move some products. This is how I learn everything
And
here.
they're reasonable too. They're reasonably priced. Like honestly, you can't find trainings as good as what we have or
Honestly,
as affordable as they are.
no, I remember even when I graduated my school, after like a year later, I used to have a field trip from my school, and they used to ask me, how did you do this? Like, how? People, you're always rebooking people, you're always busy, even if it's a winter time. But guess what? Follow-ups, follow-ups, follow-ups.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fortunes in the follow-up.
It's all about the follow-ups. Okay. Give them something. When my clients used to come even very stressful, guess what I did? I have a station with B complex and calcium, and I said, why don't you take it? I'm like,
Yeah.
anti-stress formula.
It
What is
tastes
it, Alex?
good.
So yes, whatever they look, I had my products, okay, in the brochure. But about even like with the skincare and makeup, you see, I don't want to age. This year, I'm gonna be 41. There is no Botox on my
You
face.
look amazing.
Thank you. And I have a rosacea too, but you know what? We have the best product ever. I'm not kidding. You're not gonna find anything else in my house besides like from Lumiere and Moritz,
Right.
all our
So true.
products. Okay, so what I do, I teach my clients the same. If you hear, by the way, snoring, it's not my husband, it's my dogs. Just
So
that's
relax.
so yes. But you see, I have my VIP group on Facebook that are inviting my clients, And I do lives. I share, some tips and tricks, even like picture before and after. And you know what is as well the key? Talking to your client as a friend. You have to talk from your heart, not like talking with money thing. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
push. It's not about what you want to sell. It's what your client needs. If you don't know the answer, guys, please come to someone else and say, hey, I don't know, I'm not an expert, but I have Alex who can help you out.
Yeah.
So this is, guys, what I always tell my clients. I listen to them. And by the way, with this right now, what's happening, I like, look at us right now. We can have a coffee.
I know. Isn't it amazing?
You don't have something coffee a day I have. You can drink Prosecco, you can have a wine, and you just listen to your clients.
Yeah.
We have a WhatsApp, we have a Messenger, we have a Zoom, which is for free. Just talk to them. This business,
so
you
true.
can take,
And like you said, something before that I want to just reiterate on, you said earlier, I just match products to people. And that's exactly what you have to do, is you have to get to know somebody and really get to know like what it is that can help them, instead of just trying to push product on somebody where they're like, wait, what do you mean? I don't even need that. I don't want that. Like, why are you trying to get me to
it's not about the
do that? And so when you come from the heart and really truly care about somebody, and and just provide them with a potential solution, then the choice is theirs if they want to do it. But 9 times out of 10, like you said, you're creating, you're forming that relationship with them, and they
It's
know
true.
that you care about them.
You have to build the relationship. You don't be honest. And if you don't know something, just tell them. How many times I said, I don't know, but let me find out for you what I have.
Exactly.
Look, give you an example. You see, I always tell, talk simple language. If you are
Okay, that's a good one.
honestly, look, give you an example. When you go to the doctors and they're gonna start talking with their language, and then let's say you're meeting me and I'm like, so what did they say? Oh, I don't know. Isn't it true? It's the same.
It like goes over your head. Like,
It
what?
is. And many of us have ego, unfortunately, have ego, and we want to show people what's our, about the knowledge. It's the same thing like esthetician, and they're talking about acne, they're talking about dermapen, they're talking about, I'm like, what is it? Talk with simple language to people.
That's good.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. Look, I prepared something. You see this? This is one of my favorite product.
That's a good one.
Okay, this is what it's called, face primer. Do you know how I sell this product? And you're always going to hear me the same thing. So my clients can repeat. I always tell them about, and this is the simple question. Have you ever painted your wall? If they say yes, and I said, so what did you have to apply before you apply color? It's a base,
Primer.
right? Well, your skin, it's like an orange. But when you apply face primer, it's going to be nice and silky like an apple. Simple and easy. That's why you need, because it's protecting your skin. You see, this makeup, it's since 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Why? You don't want to see those pores, and it's going to be nice and make it stay longer. So that's why your clients like, oh, wow. So you don't need to say, you must use this product. No,
right.
Educate them why. The same thing you see.
But you are also, you're like a walking billboard, because you're talking about skincare. Well, your skin looks amazing. You're talking about your makeup, how you put it on in the morning and it still works, or it still looks amazing. It's because of this primer. And it's so true. It's like your skin does. It looks amazing.
But you see,
who doesn't want that?
Thank you. But you see, you have to brand yourself. If you want to sell makeup or you want to sell skincare, you have to start from yourself.
Yeah.
How you want to sell product if you don't take care of yourself? You see, you will never see me without makeup. Like, I love makeup, always love makeup. It's not heavy. Maybe tonight, maybe at least. But you want to protect your skin. Like, I want to even slow down my aging. Okay, I'm going to do everything. But you know what? You never know who you're going to meet. How many times even on the gas station, guys, they ask me, oh my gosh, I love your lipstick. I check my lipstick. If I don't have a lipstick, they think I'm sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, what's wrong with you? But I mean, it's really easy to share something that you love. So like, the more that you use and love, and I have to honestly say, because you probably too have tried so much over the course of your career, that I mean, we have amazing products, so it's really not hard to love everything. And of course, you want to share it when it's something that you've seen results with
And
and your
this is,
clients have seen results with.
see, it helps me. That's why I share, because you want to help more. Look, I mentioned that I have a rosacea. And I know I shouldn't take a hot shower, which I do. Okay, I know I shouldn't take alcohol, but once a while, occasionally. But you know
We're
what?
human.
We have a vitamin C, we have a retinol, we have such an amazing product that helps me. And I know a lot of people are struggling with the same issue that I have. So why not? If I can help them on the same time, guys, you know, my clients, it's happy. You should see their happiness, but on the same time, I make money too. Both sides win.
I love that.
Both sides win, you know what I mean? And they can recommend you. How many times I get a phone calls from my client, New Jersey, New Hampshire, say, hey, I got the recommendation from, and she said, you're going to fix me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
And you actually ended up kind of retiring from your salon, right? Kind of sold it or retired and closed it up, and now you have the kind of that time freedom, but you still are able to service clients, you know, with the products.
True. 6 years ago, I moved to Florida from New Hampshire. I closed my salon. Like I knew it. You know, like you have set up your goals. Like I knew it. I'm going to close my salon. So I did everything before and I did it. Look, I lose my clients over there, but I never lose on internet.
Exactly.
The distance doesn't matter. Look, I can build my business in England because you know what's happening? We have, honestly, I don't like, I have a huge passion. Look, I'm 10 years with this business and I have a huge passion because this business, it's this. It's your phone. It doesn't matter where I am. If I'm on the beach, even if I travel to Europe. Oh, by the way, look, before, isn't it true? If you own your salon, you're like, oh, I can't. Oh, no, it's a prom. It's a Christmas time. Oh, no, I can't. I have to be for my clients. Oh,
Or I have a wedding booked,
oh
or
my
yeah.
gosh, no, I can't, right? And you always, and there was me before too. It wasn't trip to Texas or here. I was a 16 hours to fly to Poland.
Right.
Plus, I have to close my salon. Now I have to work longer hours before and after to make up.
Yeah.
I still have the bills to pay. So that was like, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is it. You know, I can't. So
Yeah.
that's why I said you have to build this business. You know what I mean? So you can build this from your phone, from your laptop. And I did this. So 6 years ago, we moved here. I lost over there clients, but I'm now on internet because we get amazing tools. It doesn't matter where you are. Now it's, you know how it's fun. Of course, not during this time, but my husband asked me, so where you want to go? I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't matter if it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. It doesn't matter because you can be with the drop shipping, what we have. You're going to be like, click, 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 send products to your clients.
Yeah. And they can even go on and order their own products and you still get credit for it, you know, as long as their email address is tied to you, which honestly is powerful because if you think about when you were, you know, doing nails, you only got paid for the service. You couldn't just go wherever. And now you can have clients all over the world because we're a global company. Not only that, you're actually helping other business owners in the UK because I know that you have a business building there, which you couldn't do that with doing nails, right? Like,
yes. And you know, when I did my nails, even look, I'm working with makeup artists, I'm working with the salon's owner. And even if you're a esthetician, it doesn't matter. Your clients still need product aftercare. It's not about coming from month to month. You need something between. You need a cleanser, you need a toner, you need a face primer, you need a moisturizer, you need those stuff. So the only thing is
they're using it.
like
You know they're using it.
And we have honestly the best product ever. Like I have a clients coming back. I don't need to be ashamed of the products. We have amazing product.
And think about it too, like how do people buy products now? They do it online. So it only makes sense to have, you know, an online presence and to already have a company that has everything in place for you. You know, like you said, it's all there. All you have to do is drop ship.
We really have everything. Look, I know we might have, and I always tell people, you know how many trainings we have, makeup trainings, you know, skincare trainings. And I'm sometimes surprised why people, even they are in health division, they don't go for their trainings. I said, learn for yourself, because when you learn for yourself, you're going to be able to share with someone else. That's why I'm like, wow, There is more guys even supposed to go there. You know what I mean? For those
Yeah,
trainings.
I agree. And like now we just launched like some new incredible, groundbreaking, revolutionary products that, you know, are going to be launched over the next few months, which keeps it exciting not only for us but also our customers. And I mean, it's like incredible things that I can't wait to even use on myself.
I can tell you, look, I already sold few. I'm not kidding, because I already created a post on my group, VIP group for my clients, because I did my research. Like, you know, with Astaxanthin, you know, the mask. My clients know me and they trust me. And it's, you know, look, you cannot build your reputation within 5 minutes. You build it slowly. Okay.
Yeah.
But be honest. And if you look, it's like right now, I said to them, this is we're gonna have it. They said, get it for me. They know.
Yeah. They're like, I want it.
They wanna, you know what I mean? Because we really have amazing product. We have, like, honestly, you're not gonna look. Sometimes I buy stuff online and they send me some samples of other products. You know what I do with the products? I sell on eBay.
Ah.
Don't use those, you know what I mean? Because they're trying to sell you. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you as well a few tips. Look, you have to trick your clients like a VIP.
Yeah.
You know, our partner store AliExpress, I know it's gonna go like 2-3 weeks, but how many of you did something like this for your client?
That's cute. Is that a little gift bag?
Yes. Okay, so even if you sell isotonics, how about if you give your client sampler of face primer, foundation, okay, retinol, or maybe mask. By the way, the Lumiere da V mask, everyone should use it. This is my like top. But why don't you give them even collagen? Okay, and now guess what? You know what I attach? How many of you like those things?
Oh, that's cool.
And I have my VIP special discount and code. So when they scan, it's showing up like exclusive line, all our lines. They don't need to go to shop.com and find our product. It's open, it's direct link.
It goes right to the product.
Your products. Now, guess what? If I give them our amazing product, this is astaxanthin, guys. I will never it's like a coffee a day. Like when you start drinking, you cannot stop. The same with this.
Yeah, the gelée.
Yeah, the gelée, it's like number one. So if they scan this, they're directly here.
And then they can order it right from your site.
How about another thing? How you like this?
Are those the foundation sticks?
So when they scan this, they are directly on my quiz, you know, when you choose your
Yes, the foundation quiz.
How about this? Photo gallery. How many times people ask you, hey, do you have like a coral thing, like a nice red lipstick? And you don't have it at home. I don't have
you can go to get the look.
And I always lead them to get the look.
I love it.
The skincare. So when they scan, here you are, you have a lipstick. So
and I think now too, you just use your camera to scan from your cell phone, right? And then you don't even need like a special app to do it.
You don't need, because it's a free. Go on Google and type free QR code.
Yeah.
You can create your own things. And I did this on Vistaprint, by the way.
This and then you're branding it with your logo and, you know, and everything too, which is awesome. And then they feel special. It's all about how you make your customers feel, because you're going above and beyond to do that for them with the little gift bag. And, you know, it doesn't take much. Like I use cellophane bags and I'll just put like a little bow on it and I'll put their name on it, you know, whatever it is. You can be creative. I get a lot of things at Dollar Tree, you know, to do that. Handwritten thank you cards are nice too.
Thank you. Yes. And you know what I do with the thank you card? I always do, by the way, thank you card. And before I used to describe what is it. Now it's like mask, apply at night. But what I always tell them, I'm using all the time Messenger, quick videos. I always show them how to take, you know, what is it and stuff. But I always said, when you get it, let me know. We're going to grab coffee. So I'm going to explain you how to take it.
And you're taking time out to do that. And so they feel special because they're like, wow, she like even recorded this video to make sure that I'm using the product correctly.
It's true. But you know what? I don't have a clients who buy less than $100. I have clients between $100 to $800 per person. Wow. So we have think about it, our beauty blend, you know, the woman's health with hyaluronic acid, with collagen. How many of you doesn't want to age? I don't. I'm going to everything to slow down the aging process, and I educate my clients. So remember, it's not only about best cream. And I always tell them, look, what do you think? When you're going to be 50, 60, do you think it's magic pills? That like, the magic
don't wait till it's too late.
I'm like, it's not. You have to start taking care of your skin before.
Yeah.
And I always tell them about even Lumiere Davi mask or fixed microdermabrasion. And you know, my question always is, I said, Lee, do you how often do you do peeling on your skin? Do you do? No, I don't. 80% of people, they don't. But you know what I always say? You know what's my next question? I'm gonna say, Lee, how often do you change sheet on your bed?
That's good.
And it's like, oh, once a week. I'm like, why? What's the question? Why? It's all about questions. And I said, why? Because it's nice and soft, right? It's the same thing with our skin. We torture our skin. We have a heat and cold and pollution and cigarettes, right? Everything.
And that skin cells building up, and
So it's not about the best cream, you know, you're going to apply. You need to remove the dead skin, and then any serum or treatment you apply, it's absorbed better. And then they're like, oh, it's true. Get me too.
Yeah. It's like about educating your clients, because a lot of times nobody's taught them how often they should exfoliate. They're like, oh, I didn't know. Nobody's ever, you know, shared that with me.
Look, if anyone, and this is advice, look, I'm in Florida. This is, by the way, the best foundation ever. I know we have a lot, like I love sticks, you know, like I use for highlights, but this one I will never give up, never. Look, you know, we have a humid, I can go to the beach and nothing.
Which one is that?
This is the 15 SPF.
Oh, it's the liquid powder?
My foundation that is oily-free, hypoallergenic, okay? It's water-based. So when you apply, it stay. Like even if you could cry, even if you sweat, it stay. Like I will never give up on this. Please don't remove this product. So even if someone asks me about, Alex, you know, I need a foundation, I don't sell just foundation, because my another question is gonna be, are you using face primer? Yeah. And if they said yes from face primer, I asked, so are you applying with brush, sponge, or finger? If they said finger, now we sell another product. What? Yeah. Foundation brush.
Foundation brush. Yep, for sure.
It's really education.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to have really a lot of products.
I love that.
If you go to Westfield or you go to Macy, when they're gonna look, their goal is to sell you a lot of products. So what's happening when you come home, you have a lot of products and you don't even know how to apply.
You're like, why did I buy all this?
Here it's the key. So it's all about really questions, spend time with your client, educate them, and that's it. So talk from your heart. It's not about what you want to sell, what they need. If they have discoloration, what to do, you know, what to give them and stuff. If they have wrinkles, I love retinol, by the way. Oh my gosh. So
yeah, I love all of that. I think that's really good tips, and I know everybody watching is really enjoying that as well. So I have to ask you, you know, what are your next goals? Like, what do you have in the future that you are striving for?
Oh my gosh, they have so many goals. Honestly, the goals change all the time.
Yeah.
I remember years back, my goal was move to Florida, have 2 dogs, have a pool, have a house, check, 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 check. Okay. Yeah. So now it's in different goals, and I do this. I always set it up. So honestly, I want to really travel more to Europe. I hope, honestly, we're going to expand in the future business in Poland. I hope, you know what I mean? So I hope JR and Lauren, they're listening this. So if we open Poland market.
Because that's where you're from, right? And you still have a lot of family and friends there.
Mm-hmm. It's true. But honestly, I have a lot of goals. You know what I mean? Honestly, the goals which I used to have, I already had. You know, when you have, of course, you want to have a financial stability. You want to. Yeah. Okay, you always think about it. But you know how it's nice? I control my own time. I go right now outside. I watch my little squirrels running on the fence. I can have time for my coffee. Okay. Now I take care of my dog. And by the way, I guess I want to share something with you. You see, I always tell people, build this business before it's too late. It happened to me 5 years ago. That's why I have a different goals like before and now. 5 years ago, when my husband ended up in the hospital suddenly, and we are both self-employed. He was 2 weeks in a hospital, 7 weeks, let's say he was like a veggie at home, okay? His income was zero, but I could go to the hospital with my phone and I still was working. I was still getting paychecks every Friday. You see, now, last week, that was very tough for us. I don't want to cry, but I told you, I have a two boxer, just find out one of them, puppy, has a broken spine. If I have trust me, I cry so much, but if I had a normal job, I couldn't be with him at home. Okay, couldn't be at home. I cry a lot, but this is the time. You see, you want to have goals? Yes, I do. I want to have more time, financial stability, okay, and not to worry about. So I think I have it. You know what I mean? I think.
I love that. I mean, yeah, I know that you are just still growing, and I know you have a lot of people you want to help yet. So you're not slowing down anytime
No.
soon, which is awesome because, and I think it's so true, your goals will change because your life changes and things come up. And, and that's the beauty of it too, is,
My
it's, you can make this business into what you want to, reach all of your goals. But that leads me kind of to my last question for you. And that's, what advice would you give those that are evaluating this business?
You know what? You have nothing to lose. Try the products. Don't be afraid. Don't listen to negative people because you have those. I had it. They were laughing at me. They were laughing, I remember my first, couple months, like you think you have a friends, and I heard, how much did you make? What do you have? You know what I mean? And now look, 10 years later, they're still working at the restaurant. They still kind of, they lost jobs, but don't listen to them. So just try the products, learn about this, and share. You have nothing to lose. This company is giving you everything. So 3,500 products, technology, step by step, learn. There is so many convention trainings, and just attend it. Like, look, I could have excuse. My English is bad. I don't know people. Okay, I could do those excuses, but I didn't. So if I learn, everyone can learn. So if you're evaluating this business, check the fact. And like I said, getting out from the comfort zone is the key. You cannot be afraid. If you want something in your life, just go and get it.
I love that.
You know what I mean? I'm only 16 years here. If I could do it, not knowing people when I came to US, what's the excuse?
That's so true. But I have to say, your English is really well.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. But
it's awesome. But that's so true. Like, don't listen to people, evaluate it, take a good look at it. Try some products maybe. Like, honestly, there's so many different avenues that you can take. There's so many different divisions, beyond motives and skincare and health and nutrition. So I love that answer though.
you know what I mean? Because look, I even got it like 2 days ago. I got it, this new shopping annuity, the glass cleaner. Like, this is the product that we're using every single day. Why do I have to go to the store if I can buy cheaper? And honestly, I was even checking the bathroom because this is me. I need to check. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. So you're really converting your spending into learning.
That's pretty powerful. You get
mean?
paid to buy glass cleaner.
It is. I have my dogs. Guess where I buy my supplement? By the way, right now it's so helpful, the supplementation. Even I give them our omega, our treat. I buy from my own store. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So for those who don't buy, I don't know, guys. So
yeah, we do. And we have amazing products for the dogs. We have products so it's really easy to find something to try. And what tends to happen is you try one thing and then you keep trying more things because you like them and they work so well. And it's awesome. So I absolutely love everything that you said tonight. And I know everybody is really finding value in everything that you said. And so I really appreciate you being here. And I can't wait to see you continue to grow, smash some more goals, because it's awesome to see. And I know you're busy, so I appreciate you taking time out to be here with all of us tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I hope I help. If any one of you have any question, you can always find me on Facebook. You can post. Okay, if I can help, I'll be happy. So yes, but if I can share, if I have 1 minute, if I can share one.
Yes.
Like we have sometimes, because I know sometimes people likes to giving discounts to people, different things. My recommendation for you guys, always check in your back office what do we have on sale, like eyeshadow palettes, eyelashes. So instead of giving people huge discount, why don't you give them extra product that this is what I do, with like a lip shine. And people that appreciate this, your little things. You see, people, they don't remember that you give them discount, but they will remember product.
That's true. And then they might try something that they haven't tried yet and really like it too.
So true. So I hope I help. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you. And thanks everybody for being here tonight on this beautiful Monday evening. And I hope that we can kind of feature you again for some things if you're up to it.
Anytime.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And I just appreciate you and love your story. And thanks for sharing it. And we'll see you all soon.
Thank you so much. And have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.